Let's talk a bit about some of the add-ons that the Prime Minister talked about yesterday, and starting with the return of the masks. They're compulsory on London transport, but the Evening Standard and other surveys tell us that, in truth, we've now got to a place where many of the millions who take the tube every day, for example, just don't wear them. And anybody who experiences that, I take it pretty much every day, will know that the discipline isn't there. The TfL, Transport for London, tell us that just 108 people of those millions have been removed from the underground for not wearing a mask. I mean, how are you going to enforce this new ban?
Well, first, I'd say, Trevor, I think that over the last few days, and of course this has been very fast-moving, I think people would have been able to see and understand the concerns around this new variant. And they will be concerned perhaps not just for themselves, their friends and family, and want to know that the government is taking proportionate action. So I think that will encourage people in any way to listen and think about some of the new measures and take them very seriously. And by, I think, doing it in this proportionate way, where it's for public transport, it's for retail outlets, I think that's the right level of response on masks, and it will be by government regulation. And that means that I think people will take it seriously.
But my point is, everybody in London knows that it is mandatory to wear a mask. But by my reckoning, and I've been testing out this week, about a third of people completely ignore it, and nobody throws them off the tube. Just 108 people in the last 3 or 4 months have been taken off transport because they weren't wearing a mask. How are you going to make this stick?
This is really about protecting the progress that we have made. And now you said
I get that, but how are you going to make it
said in your
happen?
estimation about a third of people don't wear it. You've done that this week, but I would think that you probably haven't been taking those soundings since people have begun to understand more about this new variant and why the government has thought that these new measures are appropriate. So I do think people will take this more seriously, and I think that will apply to public transport, it will apply in shops, it will be a regulation, as it has been before, but it's important, I think, to act in a proportionate way and also in a temporary way. I hope this is something that we can remove within weeks, but I do think in terms of making progress, we want life to go back towards normal. But at this point in time, given what we know about this variant and the expert advice that has been received, I think it is right to take some proportionate and balanced actions.
OK.